Cards fans trying to make it out to North Carolina to see Sunday's game, but that is easier said than done. ABC 15's Kim Tobin is live over at Sky Harbor tonight. And Kim, snow out east already causing some big flight frustrations.
Yeah, lots of headaches out here tonight, Katie. Even our own ABC 15 sports team affected by this. They had 2 different flights canceled on them, so very frustrating for a lot of people.
Reports came in from pilots that were flying to Deer Valley Airport, each one reporting that a laser was pointed right into the cockpit.
The calls, the emails were pouring, and we were here in downtown Phoenix. It was all quiet, and then all of a sudden, a big wave. If we saw helicopter after helicopter just coming in, still hearing some of that noise right now here in downtown Phoenix. Now take a look at this video. This was at the Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse right near the sheriff's office downtown on Jefferson. Now we could see the black helicopters dropping off crews. Some of the people even rappelling down the sides of the building at one point.
And the suspect in this case accused of using a metal baton like this one back in 2012 to attack a 17-year-old girl. That charge was dropped when she took a plea deal. But in this case, she's accused of using a baseball bat to go after the car of a 16-year-old boy she found in bed with her 16-year-old daughter.
It's a story we first told you about last night at 10. A semi-truck stolen in broad daylight.
And the owner was sure it was gone for good until he got a call from a stranger. His truck, his livelihood has been found. ABC 15's Nohelani Graff is live in South Phoenix with a story you'll only see on ABC 15.
And Nohe, this was found in a pretty unlikely spot.
So, you guys, the truck looks just like this one behind me, same color and everything. In fact, this is the lot where it was taken from, and it fits in here. We're in an industrial area, but it sticks out like a sore thumb in a neighborhood about 9 miles south of here. And one detail stood out in particular to a Good Samaritan that caused him to pick up the phone. The engine of his semi rumbling to life.
My baby.
Not a sound Caleb Mossbrucker thought he'd hear again after his big rig was stolen about 5 days ago.
This is an absolutely amazing story when you think about it.
It is amazing, not just that it was found.
There were so many cars that drove by that thing.
But that Scott Buchanan is the one who spotted it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought I'd never see it again.
A guy who couldn't stop thinking about a story he'd just seen on ABC 15. And working at the base of South Mountain, suddenly, there it is, that electric teal semi hiding in plain sight at the edge of a neighborhood.
I happened to look over and I saw the Prisoner Highway up on top there.
That's what did it,
and the
man.
color, everything fit together.
Caleb's customized sticker, a dead giveaway.
He popped the glass out of there and got up into the door, it looks like.
The truck, a little worse for the wear.
Outside, looks like they went for a joyride out in the desert.
Some clothes and electronics stolen, but it's in one piece. And the most important piece, an angel from Caleb's mother, still inside.
Every day I touch it and I say a little prayer, and that meant a lot to me.
So it's back to business for Caleb, a prisoner of the highway once again, with hopes police will have a prisoner of their own soon enough. So that mystery is solved, but now the next mystery. Who took it and why? The thief did leave behind a couple of clues. Boxes of these empty cigarette filters were inside the cab, so it doesn't look like they were done with that semi-truck yet. Police have those boxes now, and they're also following up on some leads with neighbors, Katie.
Hey, you know what's not a mystery? Scott is an awesome viewer. How about that? Solving the case. No, hey, I'm sure this makes all the tough stories you have to cover well worth it every night. Thanks for the update.
You got it.
This is one of those cases that really just shocks the soul.
That's just horrible. Like, it's really sad.
And if you thought that was a strong reaction, wait till you hear from the family. Only on ABC 15, we're hearing from the grandmother of that 3-year-old Mesa girl that so many of you have been thinking about.
Yeah, police found her duct taped in a closet surrounded by filth that is tough to imagine. Both her mom and a man who is babysitting her are now in police custody. ABC 15's Navita Fergani joins us live tonight.
And Navita, it seems like the more you hear about this, the more heartbreaking it becomes.
Yeah, when I spoke to the child's grandmother, she's just as confused as everyone else as to why her granddaughter was dropped off at this apartment complex to be cared for by a complete stranger when she has family who wants to take care of this little girl. She asked us to conceal her identity, but she did agree to speak to us tonight. A horrifying secret hidden behind these doors, a 3-year-old girl found bound and gagged, covered in her own feces. A discovery that leaves the toddler's grandmother in disbelief.
It's bad, it bothers me.
And she's thankful for the man who called police. Mesa PD says the witness came to the apartment looking for a hookup. Answering the door, Francisco Rios Covarrubias, wearing a pink dress and a wig, offering up not only himself, but the little girl whose diaper hadn't been changed in days. Police say the girl's mother, Mayra Solis, dropped her off at this apartment a month ago so Covarrubias could babysit, a decision her mother doesn't understand.
When you do get a chance to talk to her, what are you going to say to your daughter?
¿Qué pasó? What happened?
In fact, just weeks before, they begged Solis to stay at their home so they could help take care of the baby.
Porque ella era feliz aquí. She was happy when she was here. She will play and be a normal girl. That's why I want her to stay here.
So now they're hoping to get custody of the girl to give her the life she deserves.
Yo por eso me he movido, pero I moved to be closer because I want her with me.
Now, that 3-year-old is still recovering in the hospital tonight. She had some scratches on her body, and there were some signs that she was sexually assaulted. And as of a few minutes ago, I just got off the phone with the grandmother who tells me that she has yet to be able to see her granddaughter, and she's going to try again tomorrow. Back to you.
Unbelievable what this girl went through, and so many people wanted to help her. Thanks so much, Navita.
5 inches, and we're still adding to it. You can see just a little bit right now. Now, the snow right now not as heavy as it has been off and on throughout the day, but overall most people were very excited to wake up to this healthy dose of snow already on the ground this morning, and also leaving some wishing that they were a little more prepared.
ABC 15's Kim Tobin joining us live from Metro Center Mall where Bonnet worked. Kim, what do you know?
Well, Stephanie and Katie, it seems that these crimes went on for weeks here at a seasonal pop-up shop around this mall. I did talk to an expert on sexual abuse who says that they believe the suspect most likely used that position as a manager to intimidate these girls, and sometimes that can make the victims feel like they did something wrong.
Yesterday, the suspect's sister called 911 after the two got in a fight. When officers showed up to the suspect's home off of 19th Avenue and Peoria, he told them he had a gun and would shoot anyone who came inside. Around midnight, ABC 15 watched as the suspect came outside with a gun pointed to his head. He continued to talk with officers for a few minutes and then turned the gun around at police.
So more often, hidden cameras are looking right back at them. It's the modern-day neighborhood watch, cameras eyeing your every move.
Now the camera moves on its own, so it picked up motion and then moved over.
Mostly, Alex Rostanovic has cars pass by his house, sometimes wild donkeys. But for some reason, this SUV stopped.
Or either it's a telemarketer or, someone just coming to sell us something. Or
the only thing that woman's hoping to sell is her cover. Blend in as a casual guest on her phone.
I can hear, and she was mimicking with her mouth, wasn't saying anything.
But her intent is loud and clear, snatching those boxes right off his doorstep and taking off.
It's very personal. For us, the first thing you feel is anger.
And just what did that thief risk getting caught for? What was worth breaking the law over?
The only thing better than knowing the look on their face if they get caught is the look on their face when they open the boxes.
Electronics, art, maybe expensive shoes? Nope.
Fish oil supplements and one tan grape.
But with holiday deliveries about to start stacking up on everyone's porch, it could have been a big score. And when he watched the surveillance back, that SUV took a lap, cases the neighborhood.
It was clear that they were looking at every house.
So Rostanovic is hopeful his clear view of the crooks will prevent his neighbors from seeing the same thing.